Once you're viewing your gradebook in MyOpenMath, there are a number of settings by following the settings link that you may want to adjust or customize. We'll start off by looking at this calculate totals using section, which gives us the option to either choose points earned or category weights. Points earned would calculate a student's grade based off their MyOpenMath assignments, based on the number of points in an individual assignment, versus category weights would weight all assignments in a particular category the same weight. So all homework assignments carry the same weight, all quizzes carry the same weight. If you're connecting your course to Canvas, Canvas will be where you look for a student's total actual grade, because that will include any assignments that you assign via Canvas, like discussion assignments. But if what you want is a way to look at a student's performance within MyOpenMath, you've got those two options there. By opening up this additional edit view settings, we have some other settings we can change. For instance, we can change the gradebook display order just to show how assignments appear, either by date or by due date. Either by name or by due date. Under default user order, you can assign multiple class sections to the same MyOpenMath course. So if you had more than one section of college algebra, you could manage all of those students in a single MyOpenMath course. The grades would get sent to the appropriate sections, and then you can choose if you want to order students by last name or break them down by section first and then last name. There are some different view options, like whether headers are locked in the gradebook. You can choose to show scores as either points or percents. Under default show by availability, again, I would recommend past and available items. That gives you the most up-to-date picture of how a student is performing in your class. If you have this set to past due items, you see their grade based off only those assignments for which the due date has passed. You can choose whether not counted items, so items that don't apply to the grade, their final grade, are included. You can choose to show or hide locked students. That's just up to you. Sometimes showing them can be helpful if you're putting students on a temporary hold, if there's an attendance issue or some reason you want them to connect with you before they keep moving on with assignments. You can change some colorizations, column views. The gradebook view, the main gradebook view, always shows you the average for each assignment. You can set that to either to show in the bottom or top row. Top is convenient, it's just easier to see without having to scroll down if you have a large list of students. And then you have some features that you can check on or off depending on what you want to see for individual assignments, including things like a last login column for a student. And then under totals to show to students, I would again recommend past due and available here, but really this is inconsequential if you're connecting your course to Canvas, because students won't see the gradebook in MyOpenMath. They'll only see their scores reported through the Canvas gradebook. So the earlier setting does impact what you see if you look in MyOpenMath at their grades, but the view to students, unless you're running the course completely through MyOpenMath or a system besides Canvas, doesn't really have any impact on how students operate with the course. Once you've made any changes, you want to be sure to scroll down to the bottom and click Save Changes to lock those changes in.